This is the chicken feed that we've been using. I'm not necessarily stuck on a brand, but this is what we've been using since we got the chicks. It's also very wise to keep your food in a container that rodents can't get in. We started using this this trash can. The first time we had chickens, we actually put the feed directly into the trash can, and it seemed like condensation beat it up, and the food actually got moldy. So we started keeping it in the bag inside the trash can. But the rats, if you keep it in a plastic container, rats will try to chew right through it. So this actually works very nicely to keep the feed in. This is a bedding I'm going to go and put inside the chicken coop. In the past, we've used just the regular, sorry, my mind is drawing a blank. We've used just regular pine shavings in the past from Tractor Supply. But I got this at a local feed and seed, and she said that they actually use this for horses, and it's supposed to be good for their respiratory system. I guess not as bad for their respiratory system. And then it says on there like quick urine absorption. But we're using the deep bedding method. You put down thick bedding, and then you keep laying bedding on top of that. And actually, the chickens will dig through it. They'll dig out bugs and things like that. Apparently, this deep bed method for the chickens is actually kind of old school, something that they used to use in the past, from what I've read up on it. But I guess really all you have to do is clean out the chicken coop about once a year. And obviously that stuff's going to go right into my compost pile, and it's going to be really good for the garden once it composts. So I'm headed back here with my, I think I've talked about this wagon before. Can you see it? Gorilla carts. I love it. Way easier to use than a wheelbarrow. Obviously, I can carry a camera and pull my stuff at the same time. And you can see on there too, I've got some straw in the cart. I'm going to be laying some straw in between my raised beds for weed control. Obviously, a big part of taking care of chickens is feeding and watering. This is the feeder that we use. Our first set of chickens, we actually had it hanging from the ceiling. That's probably a good idea. We'll probably do that again at some point in the future, because they like to actually climb up on top of it, and then they'll use it as a toilet, which is really gross. The water, they do require a lot of water. Obviously, especially in the summer, and it requires frequent cleaning, especially with this bedding, because then they get bedding all in it. So that's definitely a constant thing. So I am gonna first, the laying boxes are over here. I'm gonna first put some bedding in the boxes over there. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest. I'm not going to bore you with that. I really actually like this new, these new shavings. They're much softer and they smell so. These guys are so funny. Whenever they see me, they are conditioned to think food because they're used to me bringing them treats, which I kind of like. That little guy right there, that's a bantam. I'm not sure what kind, but we got two bantams. The rooster is also a bantam, and he is a really pretty colors. He's been getting his speaking voice in too.